Hey there, YouTube coin community. How's everybody doing tonight? It's me, Dustin. I see Beth is here, Jerry's here, Brian's here. There's a whole bunch of people here. How is everybody doing tonight? Left the hair down. I didn't pull it back. I decided to go all natural tonight. No, SJ is not here. Yeah, I did notice that. SJ is not here yet. She usually is. I do know she's got a lot going on, so... How is everybody doing tonight? I know here in Pennsylvania it was a beautiful day. I hope anybody who's in Texas is doing okay. I know my brother who's in Texas, his area did not get hit that hard. They just got a bunch of rain. His area doesn't have a lot of flooding or any of that, so he's fine. But I do know a lot of viewers are in some of the hard hit areas. I know just earlier this week, I was shipping out some packages from stuff people had purchased from me, and I had to literally convince UPS to send one of my packages out. They didn't want to send it because it was going to one of the flood zones in Texas, and they wanted to try to charge me like $8 instead of $2.67. I ended up getting it done correctly. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? I see you are here. I know Robert Lawson is in here tonight. I know Amber Pennell is in here tonight. So we've got a few of the people from the Coin Opp group. See a lot of familiar faces. I did coin roll hunting this morning. I did find a 1989P nickel. The color is red. Looks like copper. Oh, Jose, send me a picture of that one as well. It could be. Hey, Sylvia, what's up? Hello, Cheryl. So, I don't know if you can see what's written on the bottom of my screen. Just this week, next week it'll be back to normal. I am pretty much out of stock for stuff that I could give away this week. So I don't have very many varieties left. I do have some ancients and some other things. But with the stuff that I like to send out and give away to you guys when you do donate through a super chat, I'm pretty much out of. I did send off last week's super chats. I did mail out this morning. So if you sent me a super chat last week, you do start checking your mailbox here in the next couple days. I did mail out this morning. Hey, Just Diggin'. How are you? So there is that. So just this week, next Wednesday, it'll be back. And if you send me a super chat during next Wednesday, I will send you coins in return. Just this week, I don't have it to give out, just so you know. Next week, it'll be back to normal. Hey, Dustin, I found a 2015 hour post, but I think it's a different variety. And God, prices doubled. Well, JR, there are a lot of different varieties for the 2015. If you were to go over to doubledie.com and look at the double die listings for the 2015, there are a bunch. You can always send me an image as well. I would love to take a look at it. Hey, Coin Opp, glad to be here live for a change. Well, glad to have you here live for a change. You can interact with me in real time. Just so everyone knows, on Wednesday nights, I pretty much answer mail, do question and answers. I do have a few giveaways during this live stream, and I have something really cool to fill you guys in on that I think is awesome, and hopefully you will too. I'm listening while mowing. I need to hurry. It's okay. You're listening while mowing. Isn't that lawnmower a little loud there, Joe Miller? Today I went out coin roll hunting and I found a 1952S. Does it have any value? Ryan, any wheat cent carries more of a premium than just face value. Now, unfortunately, a 1952S is a common wheat cent. Most of your 1940s and most of your 1950s are very common. So it would carry a value of about 2.5 to 5 cents in just common circulated condition. If it's an uncirculated wheat cent, they do carry some nice premiums, especially for really nice uncirculated ones. Okay, the Victor, whose name is Victor, not the flea market, I forget his channel name. Is the other Victor still in here? But my buddy Victor just said make a gaming video with Norman. My neighbor Norman has a YouTube channel called Real21 Gaming Call of Duty. I don't know, something like that. And he's got a pretty popular gaming channel. And so if any of you guys are into gaming, go check out his channel. Also, the other Victor that I was just about to mention, he has friends that also have a gaming channel. And I've mentioned them in some of my past live streams. Volume at full blast. I can imagine, Joe Miller, if you were mowing the lawn while listening to this, it's pretty impressive. Okay, something that I want to show everybody. The last few months, myself and the admins of the Coin Opp group on Facebook and the Coin Opp sales group, we have gotten together now, just so you guys know, the admin staff that we've put together, it consists of myself, it consists of Robert Lawson, Amber Pinnell, who's in the chat, is in there. It consists of Ken Peavy, Christopher Rhodes, Jay Painter, Brian Cleaver, Jody Allen Gomez, and a few other people. But everybody that I mentioned is an expert in their own various field. Some of them are published authors, some of them run blogs and forums, but they are some of the top experts in the error and variety field. A lot of those people that I mentioned, if there's something that I don't know the answer to, and I hope I just didn't make a bunch of racket with my mic because I have a lapel mic on and I just touched it. But these are the people that if I don't know an answer to something, I go to. And those are the people that I have as the admin staff that work with me. So for the last few months, we have been setting up and trying to get set up and I guess an attribution / examination service. Now, people like John Wexler with DoubleDie.com or Dr. Wiles with Variety Vista, who's part of Konica, they're well established and they do exactly pretty much what it is that we're setting up. The difference is that somebody like John Wexler, it's only him, or Dr. Wiles, it's only him. Well, with us, it's a team of people. So we are setting up a service to attribute or give opinions on coins. So if you have a coin that you're not sure if it's a double die or not, for a very low cost, we're trying to do it as cheap as possible to you. You can send it to us. We'll give you your opinion on it. We'll let you know if it's a variety or an error or not. If it is, we're going to image it and we're going to set up a database so that you can search it and even find your coin in the database. So this is what we've come up with, just to keep it low and affordable. Instead of doing the slabs like the major grading companies do, that gets very expensive and we'd have to charge a lot of money. We decided to go with 2x2s and make these, I don't know how well you can see it, our little attribution service logo. But this is an actual attributed card or coin that we did, but we have it so that we can write everything on and do our stuff with it. But that way you have a nice attributed coin that would be on a database, and we're even going to take die marker photos of each coin, so that way when you look up your coin, if somebody were to switch it out, you can just look at the die markers. But that is something that here in the next week we will have links to on the website. We'll have that up and available to you, and I'll fill you in more about that. How much, what year? That was right here. This is an 1983 Philadelphia mint. This is a double die adverse. This one, if you were to go to Copper Coins or Variety Vista, this is listed as DDO-004. So this is an actual double die. It's basically extreme thickness, or not extreme thickness, it's extra thickness on some of the letters, and you can see line separation in trust. So it's a minor double die, but it's one that I found and decided to go and attribute. But that's a service that we're going to be starting. It's only going to be a few bucks to like $5 a coin. And but I'll keep you guys informed on that. When that is actually up and available, we will keep you informed on that. Now that I just told you about that, I want to do a little giveaway on it. What I'm going to do is, as soon as it's officially up and running, I'm going to give away right now, though. I'm going to give away 2 free submissions. So whoever wins this will win 2 free submissions. You'll be the very first person to actually use our service. So that's kind of cool. How much is a 1910 penny? It all depends on the condition of it. 1910 Lincoln cent, once again, even though that's a young date, that is a common date Lincoln cent, even though it's a very early date. They do carry a little bit of a premium, anywhere from a quarter upwards of a few bucks. All depends on condition. Very nice uncirculated ones, so can trade for some nice money. Okay, so if you would like to win 2 free submissions, I'm going to do this very nice and simple. Let me see what I picked here. Okay. I have a number written down on this piece of paper, and it's literally between 1 and 50. It's not 1 and it's not 50. It's somewhere in between. The first person who gets it right will win 2 free submissions. I'll even mail you a little certificate, so that way, it's set in stone. You actually have 2 free submissions. But fill up those comments. The first correct answer wins it. And I'm watching. Between 1 and 50. It is not 1, it is not 50. And there we go, I just saw it. You guys can stop. That was really quick. Usually when I do this, you guys take longer. Let me make sure you were the first one. Looks like Just Diggin' hit it with 27. Let me open this up and show you the answer. 27 is what I wrote down. So Just Diggin' is the first person that I see that wrote down 27, or that typed 27. Let me make note of that. Let me write that down. Just Diggin'. All right, I got you written down. Just Diggin'. Make sure you send me an email. I'll post my email address for you. But make sure you send me an email with your mailing address so I can mail you a little certificate or something. That way you can always use that at your convenience. And congratulations, you literally will be, if you decide to send some stuff in, you'll literally be the first person that we attribute coins for. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so before I get into questions and answers and all of that, does anybody have any questions about anything? Ryan, I said 27. Yes, but he said it first. If you scroll up, we had Just Diggin' with 43, Viviana at 17, Eldon at 36, Jerry at 44, Joe Miller at 23, Ryan 49, Whisker Stickers 32, Viviana at 11, Morgan Dollar 29, Sylvia at 69, good number Sylvia, Callow Rosa Clark at 25, and then Just Diggin' was 27. Ryan, you were 2 behind him at 27. I tell you what, Ryan, you send me an email as well. I'll give you one as well, just because you were only 2 behind him. Let me write you down as well. Ryan, send me an email to the email address that I'm going to post here with your address. I'll give you one too. You were really close to him. Let me write you down as well. Ryan Joseph. All right, I've got you written in the book. Woohoo! And let me type email address. Oh man, it only highlighted, it didn't go through. Hold on. gmail.com, there we go. And Morgan Dollar got it, beat me to the punch. I get so nervous with those pick a number contests happen. Why, Sylvia? I just figure that's the easiest and quickest way to make it fair, because I don't care how many times you enter, as long. What did I do? Neil Good, what did I do? Family Show Dustin Shame, what did I do? Just found Dustin, I just found a fine, extremely fine 1958 quadruple repunched, which is RPM 21, 1958 D over D over D over D. That's a very rare repunch mint mark. The first super chat of 15 or more gets it in the mail from me. Well, there you go. Robert Lawson just put up a quadruple repunch mint mark, which is a 1958 D RPM 21. Oh, Neil, I was only commenting on Sylvia's comment. And it is a good number. It's a symbol for Pisces. How much is my 1983 penny? A 1983 Lincoln cent, once again, without seeing it. I could only speculate, but a 1938 Lincoln cent typically is only worth a few cents unless it's uncirculated, and they can go up to a few dollars to 20, 30, 40 bucks. All depends. I found a coin that's worth $15,000. Well, Ted, congratulations. Well, there's Beth Coddington with the $20 super chat. Beth, I do have your address. I will pass it on to Robert Lawson for him to mail that to you. But thank you, Beth Coddington, with her $20 super chat. She's the first person, and Robert Lawson just put up, the first person who sent a super chat of $15 or more, he put up a 1958 repunched mint mark, which is RPM number 21, which is a quadruple repunched mint mark. There are only a couple repunched mint marks in the entire series that show that many punching. So there is Beth. I guess I can't win since I'm in Canada. No, Kate, I'll ship to Canada. It doesn't cost me any different to ship to America or Canada. I ship to Canada, no problem. If you're in Canada, you might as well be in America, in my opinion. Not that I don't want to upset you by saying that. I just mean shipping-wise. Literally, for me to ship from York, Pennsylvania to anywhere in Canada, costs me the same to ship here in America. So I have no problems. I'm going to do a couple more giveaways during this little live stream too. And it's not for that. I have other things to give away during this live stream. So yes, you absolutely can answer. I don't care if you're in Canada. If you win, you win. I'm going to send you something. Cool, you were the first. The reason, Kate, is it used to not be that way. I used to not ship to Canada, and the only reason that I now ship to Canada is a few months ago, somebody had won one of my auctions, and even though it said USA only, they were in Canada, and I just went to the post office and asked, and it was the same, and they told me that they had changed it to where, you know, what is it, first class with tracking, it's the same price. So I started accepting Canada, Puerto Rico, bunch of places. There's a whole bunch of places. You'd be amazed at what places they now ship to at a really low price. What do you think of a 1940 super thin planchet? Well, I'd have to see it. Sometimes the ones that come across as a super thin planchet were either ground recovered or were acid treated. So if it's a super thin planchet, but it's heavily pitted, well, then it's probably thin by acid or corrosion. But if it looks like it was struck at the mint and it doesn't look like it's a damaged planchet and it's super thin, well, then it's either the tail end stock from when they were rolling out the planchets, which is a mint error. They weren't supposed to use that. Or it could even be struck on a foreign planchet, which if you're lucky enough to have that, that's worth some money. Dustin, my 9-year-old granddaughter thinks she might have found a 2017 P double die. I hope she did, Just Dig, and that would be really, really cool, and I would love to see it. Have her take an image of her coin. I'd gladly show it. I did make a mention before that one of the things I think would be really cool, if any of you have any kids, anybody under the age of 18 that is really interested in coins and you want to show their stuff off or they want to show it off, as long as you're the parent and you give permission, take an image or a short video and let them show off their coins. I'll happily put it in a video and let them show off their stuff. I think that's amazing. I know if I were a young kid and I was into collecting coins and somebody took my collection and put it in a video that I got to watch on YouTube, it would blow my mind. It would definitely seal that hobby for me. I would never leave that hobby. Kayla Rosa Clark, I'm 10. Well, there you go. We've got a young coin collector right there. Hello, everyone. Nice. Made it on time. Well, welcome. Most people I've seen are under 18. Most people on YouTube seem to, but if you were to go to my analytics, looking at my videos, the large majority of people who watch my videos are between the ages of 30 and 70. So 14, I am 12. I'm near a coin shop. Derek Jarvis, of course, at 70 small is nice. Okay, I'm going to jump in and we're going to answer some mail. Now, first of all, I do want to let everybody know, and I'm going to plug people first too. Once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we are doing a giveaway. So at 50,000 subscribers, we are giving away major double dies from the mint. I know Robert Lawson has put up 2 1964 double die adverse Kennedy half dollars. I have a 1997 doubled ear Lincoln cent that I am putting up, and we're going to be putting up more double dies the closer we get. And the double dies that we're putting up are not low dollar double dies either. They're not cheap ones. They are ones that can be found in the Red Book of Coins, which the Red Book literally only lists the most popular double dies or varieties that are out there. They only list a few. So if it's in the Red Book, it's a desirable coin. And we're going to be giving away a bunch of those for our 50,000 subscriber milestone when we hit it. And it's not going to be that much further. We are just about at 44,000 as we speak. So we will be there shortly. Let me give a couple shout outs. First of all, I always shout out Couch Collectibles. Justin over at Couch Collectibles. He's become a friend over time. I absolutely love what he does over there. We got a $5 super chat and I missed it because I was talking. Who sent that? Let's see, John Bradley with the $5 super chat. Well, thank you. Wow, that is a killer giveaway. Hit the subscriber, guys. It is insane. Coin Opp, very cool. John Bradley, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Hey, well, I just was speaking about Justin, and there he is. Couch Collectibles, which is Justin over at Couch Collectibles. Make sure you go check him out. He goes live, I believe, what is it? You're live at least Monday through Friday. I do know that you put up regular videos in between them, but go check him out. He live searches during his live stream, and it's a lot of energy, a lot of fun. He's got a good little community over there. The other one that I always plug, Half Dollar Make You Holler. I finish up at 9. At 9:30, they start their live stream. Make sure you go check them out. Those guys are a lot of fun to watch as well. So they're at 9:30 to about 10:30, and then at 10:30, Justin with Couch Collectibles goes on. And then, of course, always go check out the Zen voice of the coin world and go check out SJ's Mixed Adventures. She happens to live stream constantly throughout the day and evening. So if you subscribe to her and hit the notification thing, you will see when she's streaming. And she just has a very Zen voice and it's just fun to watch. And the other one, I just saw him on here and I was just trying to talk about him not too long ago. Where did he go? I'm almost done with shout outs, everyone. Oh yeah, there he was. And I want to give out a big shout out to Victor at Flea Market Coin Hunters. Now that's a relatively new channel that he's got going on right now. Go check him out. Go give him support. Victor gives Coin Opp a lot of support all over social media platforms, everything. He promotes the crap out of Coin Opp. So please go support him. Show him some support. He's here in the chat. Just click on his name, go over to his channel and hit the subscribe button. Give him some support. He needs to get that built up. Okay, one last one, and it's my buddy Chris over at CCC Coins. You can find him on eBay. He is my favorite person to buy rolls from. He collects the wrappers, and I know I always talk about him. He collects the wrappers. He doesn't collect the coins. He collects the wrappers. So when he buys coins, uncirculated coins, he doesn't search them. He literally is buying them for the old wrappers. He collects the old bankrolled wrappers, and he sells them on eBay as well. And anytime I get anything from him, I always find something good. So I like to plug him. I just like it when I come across a good seller that actually has a good product. So I like plugging Chris. And also I've gotten to know him now over time, and he's just a lot of fun to talk to. The guy's a blast. Oh, one last one. Make sure you go check out Million Pennies Project, which is Ken Peavy's blog spot. And I do know Amber Pennell also started her own blog post. If you want to, Amber, you can post your blog. Post a link to it in the comments. That'd be awesome. But Ken Peavy, if you are looking for information on coin searching, if you're new or you've been doing it for a long time, it doesn't matter. He has a really fun website. It's set up so that anybody could understand it. So make sure you go check out his Million Pennies Project blog post. And let's move on. Let's check out some mail. Alrighty. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, this is from Coins for Amateurs. I totally forgot to plug them too. Coins for Amateurs is another awesome YouTube channel. Before I even get into this image here, they do coin roll hunting, but they search as a family, and it's a family-oriented channel. So if you want to go to another family-oriented coin channel, make sure you check them out. They are a lot of fun. They're a blast. It's really cool checking them out. Now, he sent me this email. He said, Dustin found this coin roll hunting today and wanted your thoughts. Die crack, strike through, or gas bubbling? Let me blow up this 1995 and show you what he's talking about. Because when you are coin roll hunting from 1982 until current with the Lincoln cents, this is an effect you're going to see. If you look at this line that is going between the two nines and then running down past the bust, it kind of resembles a die crack, but it's not. This is a plating blister or gas bubble, whatever you want to call it. This is a blister underneath the copper plating on top of the zinc. So once again, it's just the joy of zinc Lincoln cents. The zinc cents, they rot out real quick. If any kind of oxygen gets exposed to that ink, it will bubble. It will cause all kinds of weird effects. So when you are coin searching 1982 until current and you see some really weird effects on the coin, they're typically caused by gas bubbles or zinc rot. Now, he had this pretty much right. He was on the right track. He didn't know if it was gas bubbling, die crack, or strike through. And all of that was along the right track. If this was 1982 or earlier, it would have most likely have been a die crack. All right, now, let me lower that picture here. Had that upside down. Dustin, I came across this 1961 penny. I nicknamed the Sad Lincoln due to the 6 in the date that appears to look as a tear. Is this a cud or something? Well, Dan, you are on the right track. A cud is a die chip or a die break that is along the rim of a coin. If it's not on the rim, if it's not touching the rim of the coin, well, then it would be either a die break or die chip. In my opinion, even though it's upside down, let me pull the big image back up, even though I have it upside down, I don't know how I loaded it like that. But if you look, in my opinion, that would be a die chip. But it is really neat. That is a cool looking little error, and I like his name, his Sad Lincoln. In my opinion, that probably would carry a small premium. If you were to put that on eBay, somebody would probably give you a few bucks for it. So that's a cool little find. I think it's awesome. I think it looks wild. I like coins that just look cool. I have a lot of weird little oddities. I think I have one back here too. Yeah. I'll have to show this one under the scope, but this one has a really well-placed die chip at the tail of the 9, so it makes the 9 look like it's really long, and it's not. This is a 1950D wheat cent, but it's just a die chip, a very well-placed die chip. I find things like that cool. There's not much value to them, but if you like something, collect it, and that's the joy of coin collecting. So there's always that. We're going to do a quick little giveaway again, and then we'll move back into mail. Let me come over here to the stream, see what everybody's saying. It's about the... Hey guys, don't forget to smash that like button. No worries on sending coin. Just keep up the great videos. Awesome. What did I miss? Okay, ooh, it looks like Silver King with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Silver King. Silver King has been a big supporter of this channel. I always want to give him a huge shout out. That Beth Coddington, there's a bunch of people that are just big supporters of this channel. Big channel supporters. Cheryl's a big supporter of this channel. Of course, Sylvia. Just like seeing all of that. So let's do a little giveaway. Let me get my little stand out here. Okay, everyone. This giveaway is also a little teaching giveaway. Right here, I have the little fish bowl that I've been using lately. And this time, I have it filled with steel cents. Everything in here is a steel cent. But these are not any steel cent. These look like they're uncirculated, but they're not. These, let me put one up here. They're nice and shiny, and they look like they're uncirculated. They are not. These are replated. There are a lot of companies that will replate steel cents. And the reason they do that is when people see a nice shiny steel cent, they pay more money for it. But technically, all that it is a damaged coin. If you replate a coin, you're damaging it. You're taking away from its domain patina, its existing value. So that's not good. But inside here is a bunch of steel cents. And here in a second, I'm going to show you the difference between spotting a replated steel cent and an uncirculated steel cent. Because a lot of people will try to pass off replated steel cents as an uncirculated, and it's not. So what we're going to do is I want you to try guessing how many replated steel cents are in this fish bowl. I have it written down right here. So go ahead, fill the chat. Now here, just so you know, whoever wins is going to win a couple of these. All you're going to win from this one is just a few of these little replated ones. I had to read it. Go ahead, fill it up with guesses. The first guess wins. First correct guess. Wow, this is going fast. All right, I'm going to scroll up and see if anybody hit it yet. I haven't seen it yet, but somebody probably has by this point. Oh, I know I saw it for sure now. All right, let me read through here. Give me 1 minute here, guys, or guys and girls, everyone. Whenever it's unfair for me to keep calling everybody guys. Let's see. Easy to deplate them. Yes, you can deplate them. We'll have to do a video on that. Ooh, Ray, you were really close. Your first guess there. I saw somebody had a correct one. I don't see it yet. Hold on. Scrolling down. I'm searching through your past answers. They came real fast that time. What the heck? I know I saw it. Yes, you can guess as many times as you want to until you get it right. I did see it before. And now I don't see it. I swear to God I saw it. Let me go through these again. Man. Ask you to send, Dustin, if later, ask you to send photo. Okay. I swore I saw somebody guess it, and I'm not seeing it. There it is. Okay, the first one that I see that has it correct is Leon Peters. Now, go back up and scroll and double check, but the answer was 35. There are 35 replated Lincoln cents, steel cents inside this container. The first person that I'm seeing is Leon Peters. If I'm wrong, correct me, because there's plenty of these. So if somebody guessed it before him, I'll send you all something. It doesn't matter. Leon Peters. Catch up on comments here. No, I said 36. Yay, Leon. Winner found. Froze me. Leon, one lucky dude. Yeah, I see Leon winning all kinds of stuff. Okay, Leon, make sure you send me an email with your shipping information. I probably already have it, but just to be safe, send it to me anyhow. I know you've sent me super chats before, so I'm pretty sure I already have it. Yes, you were close at 37. Could not find the first one. Too many guesses. There were a lot of guesses. I said 33 off again. I said 35. Ishan, did you say 35? This is craziness. Yeah, congrats, Leon. Coin Opp is always really generous, guys. I try to be. There's no point in being stuck up, stingy, and whatever. I mean, if you guys, the way I see it, if you guys are watching what I'm doing right now, I've made mention before, the way that I get paid doing this is through ad revenue. That's why I don't try to do a whole lot of the stuff where I try to get people to give me as much money as I can get, because I'm getting paid. If you're watching my video, you're already supporting me. Just watching this, you're supporting me. So because you are watching this, I love all of you. I absolutely love that you are all here. And I try to be over the top friendly with everybody. I mean, I'm pretty friendly in person anyhow. It's just how I am. But what I'm getting at is I feel like I owe everybody that's in here. If you're watching me do this stuff, I feel like I owe something to you. Like, you're doing me a favor. So, you know. Okay. We're going to go through a little bit more mail, and then I do have a couple more things to give away before the end of the stream. So, Dustin just found a 1954D RPM 1 Stage C in VG to fine condition, and a 1951D in VF condition. Net super chat of $5 or higher will get it in the mail from me. Well, it looks like Robert Lawson just put up a 1954D RPM 1 and a 1951D RPM 1. Both of those are very strong repunch mint marks. Those are easy to see ones. And he said he will send those out to people for $5 super chats or higher. So there you go. Coin Opp, the last statement is exactly why I support you. This is why a big YouTuber should roll. Know your roots. Yeah, exactly. There's no point in, once you get going, I mean, as long as people are watching my videos, I'm getting paid for my time. So you guys are already paying me. That's why I don't like asking for stuff. And when somebody does send me something, I try to send something in return. I feel bad. If we watch more than once, does that help? Yes, Absolutely. The more you watch, the better. The more you share. YouTube, the way YouTube is set up, they rate your channel through their analytics. The more people comment, share your videos, and hit thumbs up or thumbs down buttons, the more they'll, how do I word it? The more that they recommend you to other people. They put you in the little video thing where it shows, you know, recommended videos to you. So the more people do that stuff, the better. Now, a lot of people think that hitting the thumbs down button actually hurts YouTube channels, and that's a big misconception. To YouTube, they see it as an interaction with the channel, and that's all they want to see. Now, I don't encourage anybody to hit the thumbs down button. It always sucks when you look and see you've got a thumbs down from somebody. But people, when they hit that thumbs down button, think they're hurting you, and they're not. They're actually helping you, which is hilarious in my opinion. But hitting any of the thumbs up, thumbs down button, commenting, sharing, and of course subscribing always helps. And the more you watch, the better it is. I mean, that's a big key. It's all about views, view time, and YouTube's really weird how they have it set up, but service teaching us things, and also we do appreciate that. Well, that's the point of this, Dale. The whole reason I started this, Dale, just so you know, I never ever thought this YouTube channel would be anywhere close to what it is now. I thought I'd be lucky to even break 1,000 subscribers. I never ever thought that this would do anything. Oh, well, Just Diggin with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Just Diggin. It means a lot. It means a whole lot. I never thought this would reach over 1,000 subscribers. When I first started this, there were only a couple coin channels on YouTube. I know there was JB Coins. I think there was JD's Variety. There were just a couple channels. You're rich, Coin Opp. No, I'm not rich. I'm definitely not. I'm very, very blue collar. I've been working class my whole life, Victor. I'm not rich. I do not live in a nice neighborhood either. I live where it's cheap. But the whole reason I started this was I have a lot of information on coins. I constantly was already helping people with coins, and I noticed that nobody was doing videos on error and varieties or videos to really explain what you're looking for. Now, JB Coins, he does a really good job of showing error and varieties, and that's another channel I recommend. He's got a lot of really good content over there. But with like even with his channel though, you know, and he does now, but I didn't see a whole lot with explaining a lot of it and explaining it in ways that anybody could understand. It's very easy for an experienced person in the coin world to just start rattling off numismatic terms. It's very, very easy for me to be, oh, yeah, I found a 1967 or 66 SMS dime and an MS63 5-on-cheek variety. Most people would have no idea what I just said. They wouldn't know. What I said is I found a 1966 dime from the special mint set that has the 5-on-cheek and it's in an uncirculated condition. But a lot of people, once you're in the numismatic world, it's really easy to get in the habit of speaking like that. And most people who aren't in this world, they don't understand what a lot of that is, or will even ask. I mean, I've been talking to friends of mine and rattling off in the past numismatic terms, and at the end of the conversation, they look at me and they tell me, I have no idea what you just said. You know, so I set up this channel to try and help educate and teach with error and varieties. And then the other thing that I was seeing, especially with eBay, are what I call fake errors. People will find something that's like struck through grease or whatever, and they'll list it as some weird newly discovered error, and it's nothing more than struck through grease, barely any kind of a premium, and then just kind of screwing people. And I didn't like seeing that, so I wanted to find a way to be able to help educate people to be able to spot the difference between things like that and an actual mint error or variety. So that was the purpose of this. So the whole purpose of this whole YouTube was literally to educate and help. And that's why I like answering questions. I do everything that I can to try and help any way that I can. What is MPC? I'm not too sure. MPC 100? Oh, what is it, MPC? What is it? What's up, MPC 100? What's all the question marks for? Well, I like your groups also. Why, thank you, Marty Poles. I guess it sounds bad to someone who's not into it. Yeah, a broad strike might sound bad to someone who's not into it. Broad strike, for those of you who don't know what a broad strike is a coin that was struck without its retaining collar, and when the die hits it, it expands out. So a penny will be expanded out to the size of a nickel or quarter. Some broad strikes are really cool looking. I love broad struck coins. How much is my 1959D penny worth? Well, unless if it's an uncirculated condition, then a few bucks. If not, then face value to a couple cents. All right, let's move on to some more mail. I got off the topic of mail, and I've got lots of mail to show and some more giveaways. Okay, this is a 1957D wheat error from Alex. Hey, Coin Opp, this is Johnny Reb 2000. I subscribed to your YouTube channel, and I had heard of you from Couch Collectibles. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Justin from Couch Collectibles. I have this 1957D wheat penny that was in a roll of wheat pennies that my grandfather gave me. Originally, I thought it just had some die collar error due to the crushed rim. However, upon further examination, I noticed that the coin, what appears to be a minor indentation of Abe Lincoln on the reverse, consistent to what I've seen on pictures of die class errors. Any information or opinions would be greatly appreciated. So let's take a look here. Now, I only am just going to show the adverse of it because I immediately saw what was going on as soon as I saw this. And we are going to take a look at the rim on this one. If you ever come across, and you will come across these, you'll find them with wheat cents, and you will find these with some of your younger date Lincoln cents. What this is from is what the reason this rim looks really weird is at one point in time, this wheat cent was inside of a lucky token charm. It's from the way they fit the coin inside the bezel of the tokens. Those token charms were real popular in the 60s and 70s, and they turn up all the time. You'll find these like this where they've been pulled out and put back into circulation, or you'll still find the tokens. I recently, I guess about 2 months ago, I sold a couple of these tokens. I know Robert Lawson has a bunch of them. He sent me a few in the past, but this is not a mint error. This is actually post-mint damage. This is basically the rim being retooled to fit inside of the bezel inside of that token. So that's what's going on right there. So everybody knows you will come across those. Yes, Beth, so that is post-mint damage. 2 pennies to Ravenhawk coin. So the word "in God we trust" is not Rob. Might know what this error might be called. Yes, M. Lopez, that error you're talking about on your 1984 Lincoln. That is struck through area, it was struck through grease most likely. Really nice examples where whole things like the entire motto you say is worn off, those tend to carry a bit of a premium. Now ones that only like a digit from the date is missing or a little bit of liberty or something, they don't really carry much of a premium. But extreme examples like you were talking about do. If you were to put that on eBay, it would probably fetch between $5 and $15 in bidding. Just so you know. So that does carry a little bit of a premium. Let's move on to some more mail. All right, where did I stop at? Here we go. Okay, this is from K Martini. Hello, I came across this 1943 S Mercury dime while going through my last Atmex order. I was hoping that someone might be able to take a quick look and tell me if you think this could be an error worth having attributed. The pictures are not the best, but one is looking directly at the coin and the second is a profile from the side. I would greatly appreciate any advice provided. Thank you. Let's take a look here. Okay. Now, what I think he's looking at is the way the date. If you look at this date's kind of funky looking. Date has some obvious issues. Now, first of all, what I see going on in the date, the bottom of the 3, that looks like either a little bit of die deterioration. Well, actually, I see die deterioration across this entire coin. And it looks like a little something above the post of the 4. But to me, it looks like die deterioration and just a weak strike in general. But it's not anything that I would say would carry any premium or value other than its current melt value. All right, this is cool. This is from Jackie Spangler. She's been a supporter of the channel for quite some time. She's one of the first subscribers that I ever knew about. She was one of the first subscribers that have ever reached out to me. I know she's been subbed to this channel since I only had just a couple hundred subscribers. She has been following Coin Opp for quite some time. I know that she is in the area of Texas that got hit hard with flooding. So I know she has been holed up in coin searching a giant jug of coins, but she sent me this. She said, I have a question. So during our hurricane party, this belt was found in a box. In the 70s or maybe early 80s, 1975, I believe, the $60 price tag on this belt was mistaken for $6. And when they realized the mistake, they went when they went to pay for it, they were too embarrassed to put it back. So they are the proud owner of this belt. It was believed at the time that it is a real uncirculated coin. In situations like this, is it ruined, just a belt, or can the entire belt be graded, or what? This may be a silly question, but I told everyone I would ask because the debate went from popping the coin out to polishing it, etc. Hurricanes, alcohol, and too much time off of work can lead to bad decisions. How is your brother, and how is his family holding up in the weather? Thanks for all you do. So let's take a look at her belt. Well, first of all, she posted this also on Facebook, and let me make this big. It's not making big. There we go. This is a Morgan dollar that was made into a belt. Now, the original question was this even a real coin? Yes, this is a real Morgan dollar. There have been people over the years have done this with all different kinds of coins. I've seen entire belts made out of nothing more than walking Liberty half dollars. I have a buddy of mine who's a coin magician, and he literally has a belt made out of walking Liberty silver half dollars. The whole belt, all the way around. So people make belts with all kinds of stuff, and they decided to use a Morgan dollar. That is a real Morgan dollar. But the thing about this belt that blows me away, if you look at it, look at the size of the Morgan dollar, and if any of you know how big a Morgan dollar is, well, the rest of the belt buckle looks to me to be sterling silver with turquoise. Now look at the size of the Morgan dollar, then look at how much silver is right there on that belt buckle. In my opinion, I would not take that coin out. I would leave it as is with that turquoise, and that's some beautiful turquoise. And with that silver, it's obviously a very handcrafted piece. I would leave it as is, and in my opinion, I feel that would easily fetch at least $100, if not more, in value if you were to sell it as is. So that's a pretty cool find. They might have spent $60 on it in the past, but I think they did really well on it. I just think it's cool. Tessa's gold consider, however, some fakes are made of real gold very often. What is going on up there? Ravenhawk. He who hits the button fastest will know where he's ever. Hey, Dave Monk. Cool. Little ones. Coin and card. Derringer Magic doing it. Oh yeah, what's what? I don't think it's real. $10. Okay, Dustin, next one up for a super chat of $5 or more. I have a 1956D RPM 1 and the XF, a very fine XF condition I will send in the mail. Raven sent a PayPal donation. Well, there you go, Robert. Raven sent a PayPal donation. Let me see. Yes, somebody did send PayPal. My phone's on silent. Otherwise, I mean, if you were around me in general, I get so many messages. This is from Ravenhawk Coins. Love the show. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. It's from Ravenhawk. So there you go, Robert. Ravenhawk sent a super chat of $10. Please don't say partner's name. Oh, I'm not going to. Why did you send me your phone? I send Adam, when I send stuff out, I send a card along with it. Do not buy painted coins. Well, that all depends, Mudswat. The painted quarters, in my opinion, I stay away from them. But there are people that collect them. They are, by most of us, we consider that to be defaced. I wouldn't collect that. To me, it's a damaged coin. But I know people that like the state quarters, and they only collect the painted ones. I don't know why, but that's what they like. So, once again, it boils down to if that's what you enjoy, just remember, if you do collect stuff like the painted quarters, you are buying essentially a damaged coin. So as long as you know that's what you're getting, collect it all day long. If you enjoy it, collect it. Seriously, I've literally stuff that's not worth money that I collect. So, whatever. All right, we're going to take a look at another piece of mail, and then I'm going to do another little giveaway. One more piece of mail. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. I have that set up wrong. Sorry about that. All right, this was from Heath. He said, sorry to keep bothering with all these questions, but I respect your opinion. Is this a large or a small date? First of all, Heath, you haven't sent me too many emails. you're not bothering me. You keep sending me coin questions. I love coin questions. It is never a bother to me. If you have my email address and you wish to send me questions on coins, have at it. Feel free, send away. I will get to you. I will answer it as soon as I can. Lately, as of late, I've been ridiculously busy. I have not had a whole lot of time for anything. But let's take a closer look at it. And here's his 1970S. And let's see if this is a large date or a small date. First, we're going to come over here and take a look at the date. In my opinion, just by looking, this is a large date. And an easy way to tell by looking at the date is to look at, in my opinion, the direction of where the 9 is pointed. On a small date, the 9 points over towards the center to the upper portion of the 7. And on a large date, the tail of the 9 points down at the base of the 7 or more towards the S. I like looking at that. The other thing that you can look for is Liberty. On a large date, Liberty, just like it is, it's really nice and bold. On a small date, it starts off bold, but the closer it gets to Lincoln, the more faded it gets. But the easiest way for me to tell is by the date. So there you go. Okay. It's Wednesday, Ken, it's Wednesday. What? It's Wednesday, my dude. Nobody tells me it's Wednesday. Ken PV. Hey, Ken, make sure I talked a little bit about your Million Pennies project. Make sure you post a link to that while you're on here. Dustin, next one up for any super chat of I have a 1945S, RPM 5, and VG to fine condition with a big spot on the back I will send in the mail. So there you go. Robert Lawson has put up a 1945S, RPM 5 for the very next super chat. So the next person who sends a super chat, whether it's through my PayPal or through here, Robert Lawson has put up a 1945S. Just so you guys know, Robert Lawson is my channel partner. Robert Lawson helped me build this channel along with Kyle Frank, who is my publicist and media manager. But Robert Lawson is one of my partners. There you go. Thank you, Ken. Okay, let's see here. I know I have some other stuff here. Where did they get to? Oop. Where did you get to? Okay, here we go. We can work with these. Yes. All right. I have 2 Roman coins that are raw that I'm going to give away. Both of them are still a little dirty, but both of them have really good details. When you see these in hand, which I don't think in this little camera, you're going to be able to see them too well. But in hand, you can see a lot of the lettering. You can see the profile. You can see the stuff on the reverse. So I'm going to give both of these away, but one at a time, though. So, and I'm going to do this differently. I'm not doing a guess the number. Now, I recognize a lot of people in here, and some of these people probably don't know me, but I'm going to do a little bit of trivia. In the last couple streams with questions, I've answered a couple questions about myself. Dustin, SJ's nails, but I don't know if you calling couches last live stream. Whatever. Okay. So the first person who can tell me what my favorite color is, I will send one of these ancient Romans to. So go for it. Fill that up. What do you think my favorite color is? You get it right there in the chat. You will win one of these ancient Roman coins. And I do have it written down, so I can't lie. I do love Roman coins. Okay, Chadwick Mays nailed it right off the bat. For anybody that knows me would know that my absolute favorite color is green. And to be more specific, it's forest green. But I love the color green. I would say money green, but that was weird. What the hell? That is weird. What is going on? Why did my OBS just turn off? Is that what always happens to Justin? Is everybody still here? Are you guys all still here? Is that what happens to Justin when he's live streaming? Adam, I'll send you all the papers you want. That was weird. I have never had that one happen to me. That's the first time that happened to me. It's never happened to me before. That's what, when I'm watching Justin Couch Coins, every time he's streaming, it'll shut off real quick. So it finally happened to me. It's a problem with OBS. The software that we all use is called Open Broadcast software, and it can be really touchy, like really touchy. It's very finicky software. It takes a while to get very familiar and comfortable with it. I'll just have all your... Adam, you crack me up. The coin is cursed. Anyhow, the first person who got that right, though, was... Let me get back up here. And it was the very first guess, too, which was awesome. Hi, guys. Hello, Sylvia. You let know it's Chadwick Mays. Let me write you down. Chadwick Mays. Chadwick, make sure you send an email to the email address that I'm going to provide. Make sure you send me an email so that I can get your shipping information so I can mail you out one of these coins. Chadwick Mays. Okay, I have one more to give away. So we have one more Ancient Roman. And this is going to be another question about me. Oh, wait. We just got a super chat. Beth Coddington. I'll take it, Ken. Beth Coddington just sent a $5 super chat. So there you go. Hey, Dustin, I have a question. Wait, Dale, what is that? Dale, I'm lost. Okay, anyhow, I have Beth Winston, 1940. All her birthday money. Oh, yeah, here. Let me send you my email address. I'm getting distracted reading comments. My bad. You send it at derringermagic@gmail.com or to Coin Opp channel. Let me set my mouse down. Or even the email address up there that's used for my PayPal. Anything that goes to that, I get a notification on as well. When I started watching. Oh, yeah, Dale, you've been with me for a while as well. I know, Dale, you've been commenting on stuff and chatting with me for quite some time. Okay, last Ancient Roman, one last question. Okay, anybody who watches any of my stuff should definitely know the answer to this one. What is my favorite type of double die? I bring it up a lot. I'm even giving away one when we hit 50,000. Johnny Reb 2000. Yes, I did. I actually used your email. Forest Green. What is my favorite type of double die? Yes, I saw it right off the bat. And no, Forest Green was not it, Ken Peavy. The Forest Green is my favorite color. Let's see. Somebody said 1955. That was not correct. Ravenhawk Coin said 1984 double ear. And then Joe Miller said ear. You two both would be the first correct. I love double ear varieties. The double ear double dies are by far my absolute favorite with the Lincoln Cents. Now, they're double ear varieties with Washington quarters that I am not too fond of. They're not that spectacular. But Ravenhawk Coins and Joe Miller both. Joe Miller, I'm going to send you something as well. Both of you send me an email with your contact info. So we've got Joe Miller and we've got Ravenhawk. Both of you send me an email. I've got you covered. I have bags full of Ancient Romans, so I will send you one out. Let's see. We are at 8:59. We've got about a minute left. Dustin, last one up for Super Chat of $15 or more. I have a 1953D RPM 7 in uncirculated condition. I will send in the mail. Robert Lawson putting up yet another one. So anybody who sends a Super Chat of $15 or more, Robert Lawson will send you an uncirculated 1953D Lincoln Cent. He will send it to you in the mail. Johnny, have you been able to look at the picture of the nickel I found in my change? I don't think I looked at that one yet, Johnny. I will check it out when I get off of here. I did show your 1970S and what's something else that you sent me a question on. Ryan Joseph, go ahead. I see you have a question. Is it illegal to melt pennies for copper? If so, why is it not illegal to put a penny? Those machines would flatten them into an oval with a picture. James D, I think easiest is going to be for me to tell you to Google that one. I've tried explaining that to people. You cannot deface currency, but with change, pocket change, the laws are different. So, yeah, as long as your intentions are not to defraud the government, you can't go take a pile of them down to a smelter and have them melt them. They're not going to do it. But if you did it yourself for your own reasons, sure, have at it. I have a 1943 steel. Have you seen it? What was your email so that I can send you pictures of these coins? Yeah, I got you covered. Hold on. Let me send you my email. All right. I just sent a text. Cool. Thank you, Adam. Dustin, what kind of microscope do you use? Currently, the one that I'm using right now is one that I was testing out. For years, I used a Celestron, but my dog eventually chewed the USB cable part off of it. So that kind of doesn't work anymore. And one day I was on Amazon, and I noticed out of China a USB microscope for like $8 that had no reviews, no sales, no nothing. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take a shot on it. I want to see what an $8 USB microscope looks like. And I've been using that thing for close to a year now. I love it. I don't know the company name. It has no markings on it. It has no company markings, nothing. So I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. I know it took like a month and a half to get here though. But for $8, I don't know. I do know though, if you were to go over to Amazon or any place like that, you can get USB microscopes, decent ones, for about as low as $12. I bought mine on Amazon. The last couple of USB microscopes I've owned, I bought on Amazon. Just because Amazon, you get really good prices, in my opinion. I mean, you can buy them from coin suppliers and stuff like that, but I see that they typically are a lot more expensive. Coins High Mud, wow. All right, well, just to let everybody know, if you would like to support our channel, the easiest way to do that is to hit that thumbs up button. I see people up there saying to hit it. Hit that thumbs up button. The more you hit that thumbs up button, the more it does encourage YouTube to share our content with more and more people. Also, by subscribing, once again, we are on a push for 50,000 subscribers. We are just about at 44,000 right now, so about 6,000 more to go, and we will be giving away major double dies that can be found in the Red Book of Coins, not low dollar double dies. I'm talking good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Mine doesn't zoom good enough. Can you read and respond to my text? Well, I'm not going to do that during this. Happy birthday to me. There's Beth Coddington with the $20 super chat. There you go, Robert Lawson. You've got a lot of stuff that you need to send to Beth. So you know, Robert. And she comes with the $20 super chat. Yay, happy birthday. Is it really your birthday, Beth? And if it is, happy birthday. I take it you're 19 today? 18? How old are you, Beth? Okay, let me post this again. Okay, and 22, right, Beth? Yep. Happy birthday, Beth. Just to let you know, we do have a sister channel. It's called Variety Errors. Kyle Frank, who is my media manager and publicist, that's his channel. He likes to talk about gold prospecting and error and variety currency bills. So go check out his channel. Everybody I plugged earlier, make sure you go check them out. SJ's Mixed Adventure, go check her out later on tonight. When I leave here at 9:30, at Half Dollar Make You Holler, they go on. Make sure you go check them out. They have a lot of fun coin roll hunting. And then at 10:30, you've got Couch Collectibles. There's your Wednesday lineup. make sure you go check everybody out. I will be in a lot of those rooms. I typically do go over and watch a little bit of everybody when I'm done. So I'll see you in the next one. And as always, everyone, have fun.